Cougars are led by West Coast Conference first-teamer Alex Barcelo, who's averaging a shade under 19 points. Creighton, the Blue Jays, have a couple of freshmen in the starting lineup, led by three-time Big East Freshman of the Week, Ryan Nembhard. And today's officials are Chris Grestatter, Greg Nixon, and Jeff Clark. And with that being said, we welcome you to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sean, this is going to be a good one here.
What a great environment. High-level basketball for folks at home. Expect to see this tonight. Neutral site game. This is going to be really interesting. You've got two quality opponents, a neutral site. A lot of these things are being put together to advance metrics as the NCAA tournament approaches in March. Just a great venue here. The people here in South Dakota and Sioux Falls in particular just do an outstanding job of hosting events like this. And speaking about the game, our keys to the game brought to you by Lowe's. Handle pressure. The Blue Jays of Creighton have really struggled taking care of the basketball lately. 21 miscues versus Ohio State last time. They're negative in the turnover margin category. Look for BYU to try to take advantage of that. On the flip side, for BYU, they must limit the inside play of Ryan Kalkbrenner. This is a guy that's shooting 71% from the floor. Creighton very efficient inside the three-point line. They want to try to take that away. And both of these squads, Telly, have to really defend ball screens effectively because that's a big part of both of their respective offenses. They're trying to get different things out of it, especially BYU. They want the flair outside for players like Barcelo.
And there's the tip. We're off and running from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Addition there by the experienced loner.
Creighton in the home whites. Neutral site game as Ryan Kalkbrenner gets the and one. The grad transfer from Northwest Missouri State gets that one to go. He's the vet on this young laced, connived by Hawkins. Here come the Blue Jays. Here's Hawkins for three. He connects. Ryan Hawkins getting it done early.
And nice job by Hawkins of trailing the play, but what you saw,
Carter, good-looking freshman for the Blue Jays. Over to O'Connell, the Duke transfer. Stop, pop. 15-footer, that's all good.
Nice job by O'Connell of getting under control. Last time out versus Utah State. Keep an eye on him.
That's your pick to click. Let everyone know, Sean. Nice move by Ryan Hawkins.
I mean, he
can't get the layup to go. Here comes Nembhard all by himself. He gets the layup to go.
And I tell you what, I really like Lucas, but I thought he had his teammate running the left lane that would have caught runner. He might have had a chance to draw a foul.
Spencer Johnson. Oh, denied again. Nembhard got to feed the big fella. He got it done on the other end. Skip pass. Over to Alexander. Trey Alexander long. Kalkbrenner. Too much down low.
Yeah, you have to do your work early on Kalkbrenner. Shot from a corner 90% of the times, 18 points per game a couple of years ago.
Played last year at LSU before making his way to Omaha. Here's Andronikashvili. Double team on the baseline. Hawkins for three. Count it.
I'll tell you what, Telly, that was just...
Isn't going to be in much foul trouble later on. Could take one, but not before the alley-oop.
That's a guy who is tired. But what he did, Telly, is something that you can't play here in terms of substitutions by Creighton in terms of Kalkbrenner. We're coming up on another media timeout. This gets him a little bit more rest so he can come down in that last 8 minutes and be very, very fresh.
Nembhard comes back out, strokes the three. The three-time Big East. And his presence is always being felt down low. If he's not getting blocks, he's altering shots.
What a catch!
Another rim run. Oh. You're loving this as a big man, huh?
Oh, there's a foul. Oh, boy, they missed that one. I mean, they just chucked Kalkbrenner to the floor.
Connell, another three attempt. You can count that one. Are up 15 in this first half against the 24th ranked BYU Cougars.
Oh, what a job by O'Connell.
Oh, O'Connell with the hustle. Connell getting it done on both ends. Here comes Nembhard all the way to the cup.
Nembhard with the finish, Telly. The seal by Kalkbrenner. The effort play by O'Connell. Drew so much attention.
Once again, we want to welcome our FS1 audience. to this game as Ryan Hawkins. You're coming right into this as you see the Creighton Blues are the most he's made in a game this season as Caleb Lohner denied. Double team effort right there.
And a wonderful job of maintaining vertical.
Brenner hits the deck, gets back up, gets another block shot. Ryan Jays. They'll play for the final shot. Nembhard in the lane. Hook shot. Count it. And we'll go to the half. Ryan Nembhard makes it an 18-point lead for the Blue Jays.
He's not going to know who it is, but somewhere Bob Cousy is smiling. The runner off the rim. Nembhard, nothing but the bottom of the well. The Blue Jays flying high in Sioux Falls.
48-30 is your halftime lead for Creighton. We'll be back with second half action. Points, they're averaging 76 points a game. They'll have some work to do, but Hawkins
trying to get the dive cut. Let him get that extra step or two so he has some momentum going toward the rim.
That was deflected off a BYU foot.
That's the way it's gone for the Cougars so far.
As Creighton contains possession. We'll get another shot at it. Here's Nembhard being patient in the lane.
Ooh, he's crafty. We saw him hit that little runner at the end of the half. Here's
guard play because they were facing two top senior guards in this BYU Cougars lineup, and they have done their thing as Colt Brenner continuing to do his thing using the offhand, sticking with it. Through a lot of traffic, a lot of hands on him.
Oh,
doesn't matter. Strong. Ryan Colt Brenner having himself a ball game.
Oh, don't whine, just put it through. Had to get the ball into the shooting pocket quickly. Now can get going. He was 50% from behind the arc a year ago in conference play.
Andro Nikishvili has checked back in along with Colt Brenner. Hawkins driving, trying to score. Can't get it to go, sticks with it. It's almost like a hockey assist. He frees up his teammate to get the rebound.
And if you're Creighton, that's who you want taking the three-point shot.
Here's Alex O'Connell from the corner. Cash money.
And delivered right into the shooting.
Here's Lohner. Picked off clean by Nembhard. Great hustle by Ryan Nembhard, the freshman, showing a... Creighton has stretched their lead back up to 14. Lucas, wide open three. No good. Ryan Hawkins on the loose. Oh! My goodness! Ryan Hawkins with the...
I tell you what, Telly. It may still be 2 weeks to Christmas, but here's a little stuffing for your stocking. Send it in.
Sent it in, and he ties a season-high 25 points on that flush.
This might be a nice time to kind of do one of those cross screens and see if you can maybe free up Kalkbrenner around the rim.
DJ's taking their time. Trey Alexander, kick out. O'Connell, count it.
How about that set by Creighton?
Great venue. Really well put on event. Lohner drains the three. And now it's just semantics. As if the Creighton Blue Jays knock off the number 24 ranked BYU Cougars, 83-71. Good bounce back win for the Creighton Blue Jays, who took a tough non-conference home loss their last time out in Omaha.
And if you are Creighton and BYU for that matter, you want to come to a neutral site game against a quality opponent. Both of those boxes were checked. However, if you are Creighton, you got the most important check in your list, and that's a win against the top 25 team in the form of the BYU Cougars.
Well, this will be a big win moving forward for the the Creighton Blue Jays. They're young, but they got a tough schedule ahead, and this will go a long way in the confidence department. For our great, outstanding FS1 crew and Sean Morris, I'm Telly Hughes saying so long from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.